If you spend a lot of time prospecting on LinkedIn and manually updating your HubSpot, then this video is for you. I'm Bastien, co-founder and CEO of Hublead. It's a HubSpot LinkedIn integration, and it will help you to get rid of all these manual tedious tasks and even track in a better way your LinkedIn prospection. It will help you to log your LinkedIn invitation, messages, add contact in a few seconds without switching tabs or any manual data entry. We'll go through everything step by step in this video. So whether you work in sales, marketing, or business development, you'll see how Hublead keeps everything in one place, lets you focus on your outreach, while of course your HubSpot stays perfectly updated. But before diving, you need of course to install Hublead first. For this, head to hublead.io, click on try for free, then click on download our extension, and that will take you directly to our HubSpot LinkedIn Chrome extension page on the Chrome Web Store. Click Add to Chrome, and within a few seconds, a pop-up window of Hublead will appear on your browser. Obviously, to use this extension, you need to connect Hublead to HubSpot. So click Connect to HubSpot, and just like any other HubSpot integration, you will be asked to select your HubSpot account, grant the right permissions, and authorize the connection by clicking Connect App. If the connection doesn't work on the first try, make sure you have the right permissions. You can find our tutorial in the description of this video. Once connected, you're ready to go. If you open any LinkedIn profile, you'll now see the Hublead widget right inside LinkedIn. And of course, if you're on the LinkedIn Sales Navigator, it works as well on, by the way, any plan of LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Now, let's see what Hublead looks like together by taking a LinkedIn contact as an example. The moment I open the profile, Hublead checks whether this person is already in my HubSpot CRM. It does this by matching their first name, last name, company, and even the LinkedIn URL if it's stored in a dedicated property. If the contact is already in my CRM, Hublead will recognize them automatically and show their HubSpot information such as a lifecycle stage or contact owner right here on LinkedIn. And if the contact is not yet in my CRM, as it is the case right now, Hublead enables me to choose between two. The first one is link contact, which is useful because maybe this person is in your CRM and you know it, but the first name, last name is misspelled or something like that. So with this option, I can search by email, name, or even company to link the profile and make sure we have the correct record and we don't create any duplicates. The second option is create contact, which lets me to add this contact as a brand new contact in HubSpot with one click. And since this person is not in my CRM, that's the one I'm going to choose. As you can see, Hublead instantly create the contact in HubSpot with their name, title, company, and of course the LinkedIn URL already filled in. Now that I've successfully added this contact to HubSpot, I can do a lot more without leaving LinkedIn. If I want to make sure their information is up to date, I can click refresh and Hublead will instantly pull the latest details from LinkedIn. And if I'm missing key information like an email or a phone number, I can simply click the enrich button. Hublead will automatically look for verified business emails and phone numbers using several data providers, which means better enrichment accuracy than most single source tools. Once the information is found, it is added directly inside HubSpot. Of course, I can also update other HubSpot properties right from LinkedIn. So if I need to modify the job role or the lead status, for example, I can simply expand the property list in the widget and edit it. And yes, I can even take action right away and add the contact to a HubSpot sequence directly from this window, perfect for quick follow-ups. And of course, on LinkedIn, we can also access to company information. When I'm on a contact profile, Hublead already shows the company details right inside the widget. So I can quickly see which company this person works for, check for the key information, and even open the company record in HubSpot from LinkedIn. And if I prefer, I can also go straight to a LinkedIn company page. As you can see, Hublead appeared there as well and show the same company information. If the company is not in your CRM, simply click the Create Company button and Hublead will instantly create the company record in HubSpot with all the main details such as company name, country, employee range, and even the full address already filled in. You can even go a step further and use the Text Finder feature to instantly automatically see which tools that specific company is using. It can be their CRMs, CMS, or even email marketing platform, giving you a complete company profile inside HubSpot in just one click. And of course, you can display any additional properties to update your company record in HubSpot. Alright, now you know how to import contacts and companies from LinkedIn to HubSpot. Let's take it one step further. What really makes Hublead wonderful is that you can also track your LinkedIn invitation and your messages. For example, once you installed Hublead, and from time to time, we're going to check all your last LinkedIn invitation sent and last LinkedIn invitation accepted automatically. And if we find a contact in your HubSpot with the same LinkedIn URL, then we will update that in the HubSpot contact record without anything to do from your part. Of course, if you send a LinkedIn connection from LinkedIn or LinkedIn Sales Navigator, we will automatically log it into your HubSpot record. Of course, you still need to have that contact in your HubSpot. We don't create automatically contact in HubSpot. You still have the power. And for syncing LinkedIn messages, whenever you are on a LinkedIn conversation and you send a message or receive a message, we will automatically sync that message to HubSpot. So when I send a message like, "Hi, great to connect on LinkedIn," you can see a little bar appearing at the bottom confirming message synced. Whenever Hublead syncs a conversation, it looks for any messages that haven't been synced yet and import the entire conversation history in HubSpot. And because I want to see how this looks inside HubSpot, I'm using the shortcut from the Hublead widget to directly open the contact record from LinkedIn. And here you can see the message I just sent to my contact logged right next to my emails, calls, or notes. You also noted that Hublead adds much more than just the activity log. On the right sidebar, you'll see two Hublead cards that give you additional context about your LinkedIn relationship with the contact. So now you have all the LinkedIn data inside HubSpot. And thanks to Hublead, you can create reports, workflows, and lists. So for example, if you go to your dashboard, you can build this kind of reports. You can see how many invitations you sent compared to last week. You can see how many contacts you created with Hublead, how many conversations you have with contacts on a monthly, weekly basis if you want. You can also see how many invitations you sent like the past 90 days, for example, how many have been accepted. And of course, since you have the sent and accepted, you can also see how many are still pending. And if you go to segment, you can create a list as I mentioned earlier, and you can create a list of people you sent an invitation but didn't accept, and you can find them really easily. I have also, for example, here, people who accepted a LinkedIn invitation. So I can find all people I'm connected with from my HubSpot, and of course, not having to go back on LinkedIn and checking if you're connected or not connected. Hublead took care of that. And it's easier for you to follow up on LinkedIn. For example, let's say you want to do a follow-up on all contacts you reach out last quarter. It's really easy to create that kind of view inside of HubSpot. Let's say, for example, I want to see people who did not accept a LinkedIn invitation from me. I just have to select the last LinkedIn invitation sent date Hublead and put it as known, and the last LinkedIn invitation accepted as unknown. If you want to go deeper on that subject, you can go to my tutorial how to leverage LinkedIn data inside of HubSpot. You can find it in the description of this video, and you will see how I build this kind of reports I show you, the segment list, and even trigger workflows based on that. Now, if you're using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, Hublead works perfectly well with that too. Whenever you're on a Sales Navigator search or list, you can export 25 contacts at once to HubSpot just in one click. Hublead will automatically check if any contacts already exist in your HubSpot, preventing duplicates and create only new ones, auto-enrich with verified business emails, and sync their company records too. You can also filter your Sales Navigator result by not in my CRM to quickly find new leads to add. This is perfect for building targeted pipelines directly from Sales Navigator without any spreadsheet manual import or double checking in your HubSpot if the lead is already imported or not. So now we've seen how Hublead, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, LinkedIn, and HubSpot work together. We can also go to hublead.app, our own dashboard, where you can see pre-built reports. So here, for example, we can see the activity report where we show you all the activities done by your teammates and you, of course. You can see how many new contacts were imported, how many invitations have been sent, and of course, how many messages have been sent. You can, of course, see the split between your teammates if you are on the business or scale plan. And if you go to the funnel reporting, here you will have a great view because here you will be able to understand like what is your conversion rate in your LinkedIn outbound strategy. So in the first place, we're going to see how many invitations you sent. Out of that, how many have been accepted, out of that, how many people you reached, and out of that, how many replied. And now you can really understand your conversion rate at every stage and make sure you find out which one you need to improve. Maybe your messaging, maybe your invitation, like who you are targeting. So here you have wonderful insights. And of course, it's also split by your teammates. Also, I mentioned earlier that we are trying to match the LinkedIn contact with the HubSpot contact. For that, we use the LinkedIn URL contact property. But if you use another one, you can go to settings and go to feed mapping. And here you can select another HubSpot property where maybe you store your own LinkedIn URL. So you make sure that Hublead is matching the LinkedIn contact with your HubSpot contact efficiently. So that's Hublead, your all-in-one HubSpot LinkedIn integration to make your prospection and your reporting a lot easier. If you want to try everything you see in this video, you can just go to hublead.io and sign up for a free trial. And of course, if you have any problem or any questions, feel free to reach out to the support team on the website of hublead.io and we're going to answer you in few seconds. I promise. Maybe minutes, but we're kind of pretty fast to answer. We will be happy to assist you into implementing Hublead and making sure that everything works. And if you'd like to dive deeper on how to import LinkedIn contact to HubSpot or how to sync LinkedIn conversation to HubSpot, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you get our latest video before everyone else. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.